Sorry guys, bear with us, everybody's stuck in black screen, bear with us. How we doing, everybody, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. We are live here in Miami for Tier 4. There is a little bit of rain in the race, unfortunately, for some of these drivers, but it is sunshine shining at the moment, which is all good. We did have to restart because of the black screen. Sorry about that, I was just reading something. Yes, I think it was because there was a driver that joined right at the last minute. It sort of glitched out because it didn't put him in an automatic seat. It let him pick his seat, which then had to make everybody wait and all that sort of stuff. So it just glitched out. But we're all good, we're in now. And we will go racing. So 19 drivers on the grid here for Tier 4. It's really taken off, hasn't it, Tier 4 now, with just a bunch of great drivers that are all roughly around the same pace. It's so good. So it is a Sauber of Forza Ferrari that will get us underway. He's reserving today in the Sauber car. We are still looking at Forza's pace. That's the reason he's not been placed in a full-time seat yet, because we just want to make sure that Tier 4 is the right tier for him. So he will be in a full-time seat shortly, whether it be in Tier 4 or Tier 3. So Forza Ferrari will get us... Oh, he goes back into the pit lane. What happened there? So it is Honda VTEC that will get us underway. So we ride on board with Honda VTEC. Let's see what the Mercedes driver can do. The standings at the moment, that's how they're looking. It is Jennifer Lee that leads the Drivers' Championship with Vicious Vicar in P2 and then Mad Riot in P3. And look how close it is. Mad Riot not here today, though. That is massive. Slow P Gamer in P4 and Nimble Cat in P5. Then comes Shining Swarm, Alfie Edwards, Ace Drift, Josh Douglas and Ace Claret. I have not changed Alfie Edwards' name on the system, so I need to do that before I send the stats after the race. Oh, wing damage for Forza Ferrari. Lando number 1 says Wizard at last. So that is how the Drivers' Championship looks. What about the Constructors? It's Kick Sauber all the way. 497. They are 67 points in front of the Haas. So it is going to be very close because Alfie Edwards and Jennifer Lee are very quick. Red Bull Racing aren't too far behind either. So keep your eyes peeled on them. That is Lad and K9A9. And then we've got Ferrari and even Alpine. Anything can happen. So yellow flag's waving. So we've got the Aston Martin and the Red Bull and the Mercedes. A lot of people not sharing the data, which is... It helps when you do share the data because then we know who it is. Honda VTEC gets us underway with a 128 and then Kevin Gamer a 128.3 for the Williams here in the sprint qualifying. That is Slow P Gamer 1.1 seconds quicker than every other driver on track on them softs. The Red Bull came through on the mediums and set a 127.7. So Real Aston is retired. Has he crashed? Oh, he's retired in the pit lane. Not sure why he's done that. So it's Lad that's not showing up either. So Real Aston is retired. So that is a yellow flag. So we've got El Wizzy in the McLaren. We've got other drivers coming towards the line. Ron Mexico went up to P3. Salute went up to P4, the Romanian driver here in Miami. Then Jennifer Lee and Vicious Vicar. Look how close they are. And they are fighting for a championship. So that is very interesting indeed. I'm wondering if their teammates are going to step in at any point. Nimble Cat in the Alpine in P16 coming down towards turn 17. So in towards turn 17, a little bit of traffic in front of him. Is that going to hinder the Alpine driver of Nimblecat? Around turn 19 to the line. Nimblecat goes P7, a 1:28.2. So he is very, very close out there. Shining Swarm in the Mercedes coming down towards turn 17 in the Mercedes now. Sorry, I already said Mercedes. How many times? You want to say Mercedes? These limits are worse in Austria. Yes. K9A9, Jesus, please don't. How many? Let's try and get less than 27 this week. You know what, K9, though? Let me just say, this is tier 4. It's a development tier. It's a slower tier. And it's built to be competitive for the slower drivers. I probably should be in here, to be honest. So don't even worry about it. If you are getting track limits, as long as you're not causing crashes and causing collisions, and as long as you're racing cleanly, you are doing a good job, mate. The track limits will come. So Forza Ferrari up to P10. Doug in the Aston Martin will be next. So around the S's at turn 5 and 6. 19 drivers on the grid for tier 4. I've noticed Real Ash Nami retires every week in qualifying. But I know that he's got pace, so it's surprising. K9A9 is going to get a lap on the board. Here he comes. He's wiggling left and right, though. He's wiggling a lot at 130.3. Wondering why he's wiggling like that. He could have got a decent lap there. Here comes Doug through turn 12 and 13. Up into the left and right hander. Very tricky part of the circuit because the elevations around there as well. So Jennifer's back in. Out of turn 17 down towards turn 18 we go. Controller probably. Yeah, who did it look that way, didn't it? Ah, yes, you're right, Real Aston Army. Fair play to him because he turns up every week and races. But he retires quite a lot in qualifying, and now it makes sense because football starts at 2 o'clock. So, obviously, instead of qualifying, he'd rather just watch the race, which is absolutely fine. Liverpool and Everton are on at the moment, aren't they? So. Oh, he's just having a drink. I've been waiting for a Red Bull after that this morning. I've literally not stopped yet. I've literally not moved from the bedroom yet. Jennifer Lee having some connection issues, so let's just try and get him back in. So Nimblecat is back out. Forza Ferrari as well. Anybody watch the QPR game the other day? Don't ever say that again, please, Jon. QPR, get out of here. Just kidding. Everton and Liverpool are 1-1 though, wow. Thank you, Wookie, for the follow. Appreciate it, my guy. So, Forza Ferrari on a lap. Is he improving? Let's find out. So, he's slightly down on Slopey Gamer, but I don't expect him to be slightly up. Slopey Gamer is probably in the wrong tier and on the verge of going up. Forza Ferrari to Pappy in the Racing Bull. As we head down towards turn 12. Sorry. He is setting green sectors though, is Tapapi, the Canadian driver. One of the older of the drivers, as we all are. I think Tapapi's around my age, 30s maybe. A lot of experience in tier 4. Forza is out. He's not going to be able to improve on that lap time. So, Forza will start in P14, and that is not good news for the Saubers, who are watching Alfie Edwards in P2 and Jennifer in P7. This is not good for this Constructors fight. We've got a lot of drivers coming up towards the line. I think Nimblecat swooped into the pit lane. Kevin Gamer in the Williams is on the lap, but we are on board with Tapapi in the Racing Bull. Let's see what the Canadian can do. To the line we go, and he's up to P15. And that is Honda VTEC that goes slightly wide. Gertmeiser is on the way back out. So is K9 A9. Kevin Gamer has made a mistake and the Williams driver goes into the wall. Does he have damage? He doesn't. He's very lucky to escape that one. And Doug is out in the pit lane. He can do no more with a minute to go. Here we go. Salute in the Williams. Vicious Vicar from nowhere. A 126.9 for the championship contender of Vicious Vicar. He's currently sits 34 points behind the championship leader. He's now on provisional pole. Slow P Gamer is not improving. That is the Williams that is in the way. Is that Salute? It is Salute. And a big shout out to the billboards there today. That is Dewar, the Finnish driver that passed away at the 24-hour of Nürburgring yesterday. Nimble Cat has retired. And that is a driver that's gone straight on. Who is that? That is K9A9. And he's not going to set another lap. Here comes Slow P Gamer. He's got that McLaren behind him. Vicious Vicar is incredible. Here comes Ace Drift. They're all coming through. Ready to set these final laps. And that is Kevin Gamer in the Williams. Then you've got Shining Swarm. Kevin Gamer has invalidated it. Gertmeiser in the Racing Bull is now on a lap. K9A9 is also on a lap. Slow P Gamer has retired. He's not going to be able to improve on his lap time. So it looks like Vicious Vicar is going to take pole. But Ace Drift, he's 3 tenths down on Vicious Vicar at the moment. But he's setting green sectors. Can he get a purple sector through sector 3? The checkered flag has waved. Alfie Edwards can do no more. Jennifer Lee cannot improve, so the Haas drivers are staying put. Here comes Ace Drift. Lad is into the pit lane. Ladnock Cravini in the Red Bull, and it is Ace Drift that stays P4. Ron Mexico has gone fastest of anybody in Sector 1. Salute takes it off him. Salute in the Williams is lighting up the circuit here in Miami. It is Ron Mexico that is fastest at the moment. Let's keep our eyes peeled in the bottom left. So it is Ron and Salute. El Wizzy in the McLaren as well. And Gertmeiser. Gertmeiser, I think, will be next in the Racing Bull. He will. Out of turn 17 we go. Here comes the Racing Bull of Gertmeiser. Around turn 19. A short run up to the flag. And it's P15 for Gertmeiser. And he out-qualifies his teammate. Ron Mexico and Salute will be the next two. Then you've got El Wizzy just in front of him. The Papaya in P13. Is he going to be able to improve his position? El Wizzy to the line. And he will go P10. Then comes Ron Mexico P6. And Salute goes P4. Oh, Jennifer, I've sent you a couple of invites. Are you still not in the lobby? 1 second, let me just put these down. So, Vicious Vicar, let me write these stats. Vicious Vicar, Manzi for Alfie Edwards, Salute Ace Drift, Lad, Ron Mexico, John. Everybody in Tier 4, they always show up, it's great. Racing Bull P16 is the only one not showing up, which is Tapapi, that's fine. Yeah, it's great, Tier 4. Kev, yeah, report it, mate. I'll have a look at it. Salute! Slow. Yeah, I like that, Alvaro. Very nice. Salute, salute, attention. Salute, salute. I was going to do something then. Ah, that was it. I need to change Alfie Edwards' name. Bear with me. I'll do that right now, so he doesn't kill me afterwards. Just need to change his name for the driver selfies as well, because you can't just change a name, you've got to change all the file names as well that match to it, so bear with me. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Oh, I can't do it with the thingy open. Jennifer Lee. What is going on with Jennifer Lee? Bear with me, guys. Oh, Jesus, yes, Forza. You don't want any picture at all, Forza? Let me have a look. Where's Jennifer Lee? Oh, Jennifer and Doug DSQ. Yeah, Jennifer, don't know what's going on, mate. Let me just delete this picture. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, guys. No, I'm just a real driver. Engage. Right, that's fine, Forza, that's fine. Right, Jennifer's back in again. He's having problems. You won't be able to get in your car yet, though, because it's DSQ'd you and Doug. Right, here we go. For the sprint race. I've got some really good pictures that I'm going to use for people that don't want photos anyway, so I'm going to create them today in between Tier 4 and 1. Here we go, this is it for Tier 4 for round 14, powered by Sim Racing Setups. And it's lights out, and away we go. Oh, it's DSQ Jennifer Lee, it's giving him that glitch. El Wizzy is through on Doug, so we will have to try and get Jennifer Lee back in at the start of... Oh my god, it's absolute carnage, oh my god. Yeah, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. That is ridiculous. It's a red flag. What is going on? Is it a red flag? I don't know what the hell is going on. Right, 1 minute, let me just look at the system, see who's got damage and what's just gone on there. Everybody's still in, there's just one DSQ that we'll have to get Jennifer back in after the sprint. Salute's got damage, El Wizzy's got damage, Alfie's got damage, and Manzifa's got damage. Jesus. What happened? And how have Tapapi and Gertmeiser got up to P3 and P6? Right, a huge crash at the start. Yeah, Alvaro, I think you're right. If it was a feature race, I'd restart this right now, but because it's a sprint, we'll just crack on and get to the end, and then we'll sort it out at the end. So, Kevin Gamer on Gertmeiser. This is for a podium position. He slots back in behind him. I like that from Kev. Very mature driving there from the Williams. Vicious Vicker setting the fastest lap. He's a second clear of Ace Drift. Here comes Kevin Gamer around the outside of Gertmeiser. Shining Swan is into the pit lane. Kevin Gamer is into P3. Shining Swan picks up a 10-second as well. Nimblecat setting the fastest Sector 2 of anybody. Doug is out. Doug is out in the pit lane. I feel for Doug there because I don't know what happened. So Kevin Gamer, Gertmeiser, Forza, Ferrari, Tapapi, all the drivers at the backs were able to just get through. The two Ferraris, one of them with damage. K9A9 is there, and he's not got any damage. Alfie Edwards is missing an M plate. Here comes Ladnot Cravini in the Red Bull that goes through. He's got Ron Mexico behind him. So a lot of yellow flags waving here. That is Gertmeiser that is back on Kevin Gamer. Back into the podiums for Gertmeiser. This is incredible stuff. Real Astonami is through on his teammate. Kevin Gamer is back through on Gertmeiser. And the Williams just losing the rears a little bit now. And Forza Ferrari is chasing them down. Through turn 13 and 14 we go. Up towards turn 16. And then it is down the DRS straight. Gertmeiser are 5 seconds behind Vicious Vicar and Ace Drift. Absolute carnage at the start of this race. And that is an Aston Martin of Ron. Is that Ron Mexico? No, it's not. It's Doug that is off the track there. There is Lad Cravini and Alfie Edwards on K9A9. And now here comes Ron Mexico in the Aston Martin that goes up the inside of the Racing Bull, of the Red Bull, sorry, as we go down in towards turn 17. Later on the brakes he goes. Alfie Edwards is through on the other Red Bull. And Ron Mexico is through, but he's not through for too long. Here comes K9A9. Side by side they go. Forza Ferraris into the podium places. But here we go. Lad Nocravini in the Red Bull is fighting with Alfie Edwards. Oh, they do touch. And it is getting spicy between the pair. Nimblecat is through and up to P6. The chase to Kevin Gamer is on for Nimble. Here comes K9A9. Yeah, not sure what happened with Jennifer Lee. I really hope he can get in and sort of get to the feature race. We'll try and sort it out afterwards. So Gertmeiser, there goes Lad Nocravini on Alfie Edwards. That is Kevin Gamer again on Gertmeiser. These two are going toe to toe. It's lovely to see. Gertmeiser back into P4. Forza Ferrari starting to run away. And Kevin, and that is Slow P Gamer that's into the wall. Oh, look at this. And fair play to Slow P Gamer there, because he drove forward to try and avoid anybody crashing into him. I like that a lot. Well done, Slow P Gamer. El Wizzy is through on Salutes Loops into the wall. The Williams driver on his return is not going the way he wanted. And that is Gertmeiser through on Forza Ferrari. The Racing Bull on the Sauber. Here comes Kevin Gamer. Nimblecat's got a front row seat to the action. That's exactly where you want to be, right behind it. No, Jennifer, I'm sorry as well, mate. I don't know what happened. Hopefully we can sort it out for the feature race. And Nimble taking a huge chunk of that turn 1 there. And he paid the price with the track limit violation. Here comes Tapapi on Real Aston Army, fighting for P7 and P8. If you are listening as well, Real Aston Army, Everton and Liverpool still 1-1. Forest a 3-1 up to Burnley. Slow P Gamer is out. And he will have to come back for the feature race. Looking at the championship, that's what it looks like at the moment. Salute has retired as well. That is Ron Mexico. That is round. So Ron Mexico, here comes Gertmeiser again on Forza Ferrari. So we are in the sprint race and it is action-packed here in Tier 4. Yeah, I don't know what happened into Tier 1, into Turn 1, that was crazy. So Kevin Gamer has been overtaken by Nimblecat. The Alpine driver is making moves here. And now he will chase down Gertmeiser, who's going to chase down Forza Ferrari down in towards turn 17. Here we go. Is he going to go later on the brakes? He's not. They're both on the medium compound tyres. And Nimble is right there and thereabouts. He's going to go the long way around. No, he's not. He's going to cut back. Great racing again. The Racing Bull versus the Alpine. The Williams of Kevin Gamer is there. He's on for one of his best finishes of the season. We've seen him get better and better here in Tier 4. Kevin Gamer was once the driver that wasn't able to finish in the top 10, but look at him now. Ace Drift has the championship contender set in his sights. Tapapi picks up a track limit violation. Here comes Gertmeiser. Nimblecat behind him. Then comes Kevin Gamer. What about Real Aston Army and Alfie Edwards? Alfie Edwards is through on the Real Aston Army and up to P9. Kevin Gamer can see Nimblecat in the distance. Here comes Gertmeiser on the Sauber. Is he going to get close enough? He doesn't. He backs out. That is good racing. We've already had 4 DNFs in the sprint race after that massive collision going in towards turn 1 that caused about an 8-car pile-up. Nearly red flagged it. I did shout red flag. and then I seen that only one DNF came out of it and everybody was carrying on, so we left it as it was, and it was an opportunity for some of the back markers to get into a position that they wouldn't usually get into. It was really fascinating. But look at this, the battery of Gertmeiser, it is not helping him. Look at him, he's completely out of charge, and that is what's struggling for Gertmeiser to get the overtake. 5 laps to go. Nimblecat is there as well, but Forza Ferrari is just using straight line speed at the moment because Gertmeiser just hasn't got the battery to get a move done. Here we go, down in towards turn 1. He's got the rear wing open, but it's just not enough. What about the Red Bull of Ladno Cravini on the back of Tapapi now in that Racing Bull? Tapapi, the Canadian, in a position that he's not usually finding himself in, and he's holding on. If he can stay in the top 10, he'll get points in the sprint race. Ladno Cravini is round, they've collided. Tapapi, the Racing Bull and the Red Bull, K9A9 is out. Yellow flag waving as we ride on board with them. A big collision here in Miami. What happened there? Tapapi round to the side. Through goes the Mercedes of Honda VTEC. He is now into the top 10. Ace Drift chasing down Vicious Vicar for the lead. Gertmeiser in the Racing Bull, still all over the rear diffuser of that Sauber, but it's Ace Drift. He wants the victory. It is interesting. This is how it looks at the moment. The two Saubers are 1 and 3. And that is Gertmeiser that goes deep and into the wall. And through goes Nimble. Nimblecat is up to P4. He is doing what he set out to do. Nimblecat is eyeing up a podium. Kevin Gamer does have a time penalty. You can see down the left hand side the tyres. Nimblecat is on the hard compound tyres. You can see their battery. You can see their warnings. If it's a yellow exclamation mark, it means they've got a track limit. If it's a red, it means they've got a penalty. It means they've got a time penalty. We know that Nimble has got 1 track limit, so he's okay at the moment. Ladno Cravini is out in the Red Bull. It is drama. Miami is just not delivering. Nah, it's okay, K9. Miami is just that sort of race today. It's that sort of track. We probably won't see it on the calendar next season. And that's probably because I've already got the calendar designed and ready to go. So, thank you, Epic. So Ace Drift is now a 2.5 seconds behind. Nimblecat is coming out of turn 16. He's going to have that DRS on Forza Ferrari, but he's on the hard compound tyres. He's going to have the benefit of this race by the end. Can he get on the podium again? We've seen him get 2 earlier on in the season, and he got a podium in Tier 3 and a podium in Tier 4 on the same race weekend. Can he do it again? Can he get that podium? That wasn't a good exit out of turn 17. Tapapi and El Wizzy. Then you've got Honda VTEC behind him. So we are still watching for Nimblecat, who is up to P4, chasing down the Sauber. Nimblecat has only had 1 podium this season in Tier 4, and it was a P3. Can he replicate that success here in Miami by overtaking Forza Ferrari? Oh, Kevin P6 is brilliant. He does have Alfie Edwards chasing him down, though, and then he's got an 8-second gap to the real Aston Army, so it looks like he is going to finish in the points. Imagine if Tapapi can finish in the points as well in that Racing Bull. It will be the first time this season that we've seen the Racing Bulls both finish in the points. That is real Aston Army being overtaken by the Red Bull. Sorry, it's K9A9 out. It's this is Ladno Cravini up to P8, who is through on real Aston Army. Nimblecat is now got 8/10 of a buffer to Gertmeiser. Then you've got Kevin Gamer, who is being hunted by Alfie Edwards. Here we go, into the slipstream goes Alfie Edwards, moves out to the right hand side. He's going to have to go the long way. El Wizzy is out. El Wizzy is out. He's collided with somebody. That makes it 7 DNFs. This is unbelievable. In a sprint race as well. Through goes Alfie Edwards. Nimblecat is now a second behind Forza Ferrari. And he's got Gertmeiser all over the back of him. He needs to be careful to gain a position and not lose it here. Kevin Gamer is down to P7. Still well inside the points. Remember, top 10 game points in the sprint here in F7. Alfie Edwards now Ace Drift now 3 seconds behind Vicious Vicar. And that is 10 points gained in a championship that is super close. Nimblecat is able to catch back up to Forza Ferrari quite easily, especially with the DRS and especially with the tyres. Let's have a look at the tyres actually. Oh, he's got wing damage. Oh, imagine if he didn't have that missing end plate. My goodness, he's already staying with Forza Ferrari with the missing end plate. Imagine if he didn't have it. Because look at Forza, 54% on them tyres. Ah, Nimble. This would be a podium. Absolutely be a podium if he didn't have a missing end plate. Gertmeiser is having the drive of his life here in this sprint race. So Nimble chasing down Forza Ferrari. He's got one more crack at this. One more chance as we go on to the final lap of this sprint race. Here we go for the final time, and then we move on to the feature qualifying and race. Kevin Gamer and Ladnock Ravini have both got time penalties. They've got Real Aston Army and Shining Swan behind him. Wow, Aston Villa were 3-1 up against Sunderland. Sunderland have just scored 2 goals, one in the 86th and one in the 87th minute to go 3-3. So Nimblecat and Gertmeiser chasing down Forza Ferrari. Forza has got more battery though, plus he's not got wing damage like Nimblecat has. Look at Nimble, he loses so much time through the S's because of that missing end plate, and he's also going to lose DRS to Forza Ferrari. Oh, he gains it back, I think. He's got so much more grip. Did he get the DRS? Or is Gertmeiser going to get a crack at the Alpine? He is going to get a crack at the Alpine. Vicious Vicar coming through turn 14 and 15. In towards turn 16 now. Ace Drift in P2 with the fastest lap. Then you've got Forza Ferrari in P3. Nimblecat in P4. Chasing down Forza. This is it. Alfie Edwards is out. Alfie Edwards is out. No. Where has he crashed that? He's crashed it all right in the middle of where the drivers were going. And Vicious Vicar is going to come round. And there's still life in the old dog yet. Vicious Vicar wins the sprint here in Miami. Ace Drift will take P2. And Forza Ferrari reigns supreme in P3. Nimblecat just too short with that wing damage. Takes P4. Gertmeiser in P5. Kevin Gamer will take P6. And then Ladnock Ravini is going to come through for P7. What a drive from some of these. Shining Swan with a penalty, but both the Mercedes in the top 10. Wow. Drama at the end. So it is Vicious Vicar that takes the race victory in the sprint race. I just need to put these standings down. They usually all just come up anyway, so. Who was in the Racing Bull in PLO? Oh, Tobacco. That's the only one that doesn't show. That's fine. If you guys want to share your telemetry, bring your name up so that we can use the overlays even more. That would be good. Vicious Vicar, Ace Drift, Forza Ferrari, Nimblecat, Gertmeiser, Kevin Gamer, The Real Aston Army, Lad Nokravini, Honda VTEC, Shiny Swarm, Tapapi, Alfie Edwards, El Wizzy, Ron Mexico, K9, Salute, Manzifa, Josh Douglas, and Jennifer Lee. Right, we move on to the feature. Formula I, how are we doing? UFRL now. I like it. UFRL, a great league. They got some really good drivers over there. A lot of their drivers used to race here, and a lot of our drivers used to race there. They're very good. I like what they do there. I like how they run things. Got good commentators and really good drivers as well, like Merckx and Poem and all that. All them lot, really good. Yeah, Merckx was a great driver, 2-time Tier 2 world champion as well. I was speaking to Merckx the other day actually. Yeah, he was really good, wasn't he? Shining Swarm, that's his qualifying ban, so that's why he's retired. Hopefully Jennifer Lee can get back in now. So Jennifer, are you able to get back in now and control your car? To be honest, it's just one of them sorts of tracks. Miami is just a brutal track, and things happen, I suppose. I mean, if you compare it to, I don't know, one of the other tracks that we've raced this season, there was hardly any incidents. Which one was it? Was where there was like 2 incidents already? Oh, Villa's just gone 4-3 now. Jesus, what a game! But yeah, it's just one of them, isn't it? Some of the tracks you'll get incidents, and some of the tracks you won't. Yeah, I mean, Singapore was a street circuit. It was a great circuit for us. I mean, there was so much good racing. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, we haven't had Miami on the calendar for a long time, so that's why it was on the calendar this season. We've got to sort of race them tracks that we're not always a big fan of. I mean, I'm glad you're not on it anyway, Formula I. Bloody hell, some people would have been getting a right earful in Miami off you. Oh god. I hope you've chilled out a bit anyway. I hope you're doing well with your racing as well. So, Honda VTEC on an out lap. Gert Miser has just started his flying lap. Lad Nokravini is also on a lap. Then we've got Alfie Edwards just in front. You've got the Ferrari of Slow P Gamer to Pappy. You've got Vicious Vicar on his way out. Nimble Cat, H Drift. So I think it is Slow P Gamer that will set us off. How come you're on controller now? So Slow P Gamer coming around, turn 16. And down the DRS straight. I don't know what to do really. Last now I'm retiring. It's fine. I don't know what to do about Jennifer. K9A9 at 129.9, Slow P Gamer at 128.0, then comes Alfie Edwards at 127.2. Jesus, that's a very quick lap. Slow P Gamer at 128.0. Ace Drift is out. H-Shifter's crashed it. Oh god, he's just got P2 in the sprint and now he's crashed it. A 1:28.6 from the Alpine. No, you're okay, Jennifer. I'm really sorry, mate. I'm just trying to think what we can do. I feel sorry for you because you're obviously in a championship fight and stuff. So Nimble in the Alpine, Tapapi in the Racing Bull, then K9A9 in the Red Bull. Honda VTEC coming down in towards turn 17. Yeah, I'm just thinking. Because we've got, what, 12 minutes? Oh no, I'm just thinking if we've got time. I've literally not moved yet from the bedroom since 10 AM this morning. I was hoping to try and watch a bit of the City and Arsenal game, which is a massive game, probably the biggest game of the season for us. But that starts at 4:30. We've got 12 minutes of qualifying left. Then we've still got the race. What will it take? 5 minutes to restart? Right, let me have a look. Oh, Jesus. So, Honda VTEC up to P9. Forza Ferrari in the Sauber is now on a lap. I don't know, Harry. I was thinking the same thing. You know. Oh, Liverpool have just scored in the 111th, 110th minute, Van Dijk. Crazy. So Forza Ferrari up to P2. So I'm just figuring out what to do here. So I've just seen Jennifer's picture and I had that same error message when my internet wasn't working. It's 4 o'clock now. So Dougie's on an outlap in that Aston Martin, but you've got Slopey Gamer He's invalidated it again. Right, let me just send Jennifer an invite on PlayStation, bear with me. LMU's fantastic Formula I. It's really good, it's really popular actually. 2 seconds. So Alfie Edwards a 1:27.220. That puts him on pole position with Salute in P2. Let me guess, Be Right and Mirko don't even race in it actually. Mirko has done, but Be Right doesn't. No. So Alfie Edwards and Salute with Slow P Gamer in P3. Then you've got Forza Ferrari, Ron Mexico, Ladnock Ravini and Doug in the Aston Martin. Yeah, it's on a Monday, mate. Every single week now, it's on a Monday at 7 o'clock. Because there's that many drivers interested in it, we took it from 2 weekly to weekly. So yeah, really good, mate. Who's leading? So there's GT3 and this hypercar. Ryan Clemenson's leading the hypercar, and somebody called Dennis Funky is leading the GT3. Thank you for the follow, Mailey. Yeah, K9 Assetto Corsa is absolutely rammed though. You can't even get bloody. But then, like, we've got 40 people filling up the seats, but like 20, only some like 22 turned up on Friday, so still growing that a little bit. But the seats are all filled on Singwood. So Doug into P7. Vicious Vicar, who just won the sprint race, is improving his lap time. No way did Liverpool win that game, that's crazy. So, Vicious Vicar around turn 16. Oh, I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, it's doing really, really well. I mean, LMU, I absolutely love it. The broadcasting is like 10 times better than anything else that I use. Like, better than F1, better than Assetto Corsa. Like, the broadcasting is brilliant. It's amazing. So, Vicious Vicar in the Sauber. So, Jennifer Lee is finally back in. Vicious Vicar, a 1:26.9 again. Incredible stuff from the championship contender. He is turning up the heat, and that is the Miami Heat. That is brilliant. Vicious Vicar has just stormed into the lead. Forza Ferrari and Ladnock Ravini, they're not improving. Nimblecat in the Alpine into turn 4. We've got Tapapi on an outlap. So Forza, Jenny, yeah, he's not able to get in here, Jennifer. but could not control the car. That's so annoying. Mad Riot's missing this week. Right, okay, we're going to have to restart after qualifying. It's bloody nearly 4 now, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, he's back in. Please let him take control of his car, for God's sake. Oh, Jesus. So, Doug Elwizzy in the McLaren. You've got Nimble Cat in the Alpine. Just coming around turn 18. And into the pit lane. Tapapi in the Racing Bull. Yeah, I think it's just his connection. It was giving the same... Yeah, he's out. It's giving the same error message as it gave me when my connection was really bad. It's a real shame. Yeah. Yeah. So, Tapapi in the Racing Bull. He's going to come around turn 17. And he's going to get a lap on the board. Is he going to be able to improve his position? The Canadian comes to the line. And Tapapi stays P13. He doesn't improve, slightly down. We've got a few drivers. Here comes Elwizzy again. And Ron Mexico is on an outlap. Then you've got the Sauber of Forza Ferrari. Elwizzy goes P7. The McLaren driver is improving. Here comes Forza Ferrari. Nimblecat has retired, so he's not going to be able to improve that position. As Forza came to the line, slightly down. Salute in the Williams. And you've got the Aston Martin of Doug on an outlap. Then you've got the Ferrari of Slow P Gamer, who is improving his lap time. Is it raining throughout the whole race? Slow P Gamer goes up to P2. Is it Forza? Is it raining throughout the whole race? I know, snow would be good. So it starts dry and then wet near the end. So there we go. The checkered flag has waved. So, Salute in the Williams. Oh, he was 3 temps up. He was bidding for pole position, but he's lost the rears and he's lost the chance to take the top spot. Gertmeiser just tapping the wall there. So there we have it. I just need to take a picture of this. We are going to restart. We're going to make one restart to try and get Jennifer back in the lobby. He's in a championship fight. Plus, we don't want his AI car causing troubles on the track. So, Shiny Swan and Jennifer Lee all didn't set a lap. Neither did the Real Tsunami or Ace Drift. But it is Vicious Vicar that takes pole position. Remember, do not forget your setups for the race. So as soon as the race starts, we'll retire, but that is really close. Vicious Vicar, Slow P Gamer, Salute, Alfie Edwards. Oh, very close. 2 attempts. Yeah, K9, I'm going to sort that out this week. Because it is full, but half the drivers didn't turn up again on Friday, so... Yeah, Formula I, we use SimGrid for Assetto Corsa and LMU. We are also doing endurance racing as well with MSC. So it's, yeah, really good. So guys, when we get the formation lap, you can actually just retire straight away and go back to the grid, and then we can get going. Yeah, we just if you retire now, it's quicker instead of doing a full lap and then retiring. And then when the race starts, if you just all retire, we'll go back to the start and I'll just set up the lobby again. Oh, why's Alfie left? What's he doing? We could have all just retired, gone back to the grid and retired. And give up. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it once, Jennifer, to see if we can help and get you back in, because obviously you're in the championship fight. If not, and it still has issues, then unfortunately we'll carry on. But at least we've tried. Oh, you can't retire formation. Ah, right, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you. My bad. Jesus. Yeah, Jennifer's car was in AI as well, so We need everybody to retire because Jennifer's not going to retire, is he? His car's AI, so we need our wizard to retire. Oh no. God no, please, come on. Yes, thank you. Yeah, it looked like starting the sprint. I know it did. Oh my god. I know it did. Right, let's go back and sort this bloody lobby out. Right, you'll have to bear with me because I've got to go into the other room because I'm hosting it on the PlayStation, so bear with me whilst I go and sort out the starting order. Right, I'll just set up a new lobby. Right, 2 sets, guys. So guys, do not forget your setups. We will not be restarting, so do not forget your setups. Remember your setups. And do not ready up straight away. Give people a chance to sort their strategies out. But do not ready up straight away, and do not forget your setups. Thank you so much, Banana, for the Prime. Appreciate that. 32 months. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. I'm absolutely gutted about the City and Arsenal game. Gonna miss the whole first half and potentially the start of the second. And I missed the cup final with County last week as well, because I had to come back home and do comms for this tier actually, because Jorn was not very well last week, but I didn't know until the last minute, so I had to come back and do that, and then missed the cup final. And then I was thinking, right, I'll do it. Obviously Jorn can't do it this week, so I was like, right, okay, try and get it done, and you'll miss like 10-20 minutes of the game. And then I just knew we'd have some lobby issues or something. It's always the way, innit? Right, let's go. I'm in tier 3, but I'm not very good. I should probably be in tier 4, but yeah, we can ready up now. It was just a couple of minutes to give everyone some time. Just don't forget your setups. Alright, let's go. I'm glad everybody gave everybody a bit of time though. That was really cool. So, remember to not forget your setups, and let's go. There is a formation lap. There will be no more restarts. We need to get going now. So here we go. We are all on the formation lap. 19 drivers on track, and Jennifer Lee is finally in. Unfortunately, he missed the sprint race and he's starting P17 in the feature race, which gives Vicious Vicar, who is out in front, a real head start. Pappit and K9A9 already back on the track, already back on the grid. Ah, Ladno Cravini. Is that what it is? That how you say it, Wizard? Ladno. That makes sense. That makes it easier for me. Ladno. So his name is Ladno. And how do you say the last bit? Krivini. Krivni. Ladno Krivni. I'll call him Ladno, but that helps me out a little bit. Come on, T4, lock in. Come on, City. Get us a win. Get us the win, lads. We also don't know how to pronounce it. We've known for 5 years. I like that. Listen, I have been teammates with Alvaro for 3 seasons. I've known him for about 4 years, and I've nearly met him when he came to England. And I was still pronouncing his name wrong until he said to me, it's Alvaro Rocha, not Alvaro Rocha Bass. It was the Bass that he'd added on at the end of his gamer tag. So yeah. Alvaro came back today, his first race back. Let me stick the match on my phone. So here we go, this is it for Tier 4. So this is it for round 14 here in Tier 4. Powered by Sim Racing Setups, and we are going to get racing for the 3rd time today. And it is lights out and away we go. Here at the Miami circuit, down in towards turn 1, it is the Sauber and the Ferrari that go wheel to wheel. Vicious Vicar not really wanting to fight that just yet as Alfie goes through as well, and Vicious Vicar will be happy just to stay in P3, but now here comes Salute as well. He is lagging a little bit, but the Sauber driver has just got his nose ahead. Salute backs out. Forza Ferrari is there. Ron Mexico, Ladno and Gertmeiser. Gertmeiser is through. El Wizzy is trying to make a move on Ladno as well. There goes Kevin Gamer on K9A9. Ace Drift is making moves. Jennifer Lee is still down in P17 to Pappy and Real Ashton Army. But every single driver is through cleanly. That's what we want to see as Doug gets through on Honda VTEC. And now here comes Kevin Gamer as well in the Williams that makes the move. Ladno in the other Red Bull. And Forza is making a move. The Sauber on the Williams around the outside. And Forza is through. And now he can help his teammate, maybe even hold up the pack and help his teammate for this championship. Oh, Gertmeiser is round. Gertmeiser is round, and a big reset to track there with no ghosting. He needs to be careful. The Ferrari of Real Ashton Army having to back out. Salute on Forza Ferrari. Here we go. Once again with that DRS, is he going to go for that move up the inside? He does sneak into it. Salute. And that is Honda VTEC and Doug. That is the Mercedes, and a little bit of carnage as it goes into the barriers. And I'm not sure what happened there, Honda VTEC. There is a yellow flag waving. Here comes Alfie Edwards on the back of Slow P Gamer, and that is Ron Mexico that is round. Jesus, what is going on? And a little bit of argy-bargy there as Ron Mexico and Ladno in the Red Bull. Nimble Cat trying to just stay out of this. Does he have damage? He doesn't, so he's still well in this race. He's got Doug and Kevin Gamer, K9A9, and there goes Gertmeiser being overtaken by Real Ashton Army. Does Gertmeiser have damage? He doesn't. So the front three are still underway. A decent start to this Grand Prix. That is what we want to see. Now we can bring this up. Fastest lap set by Slow P Gamer. And then we've got Ladno in P8 going for a move on the Aston Martin. Here comes Ladno up the inside of Doug. Up the inside of Ron Mexico. Nimblecat is waiting. Here comes Alfie Edwards as well. He's practically pushing the Ferrari through out of turn 16. back onto the throttle. He is going to get DRS this time and potentially take the lead of this Grand Prix. Vicious Vicar is watching on, but here comes Alfie Edwards to the left-hand side on the Scuderia driver, and Alfie Edwards is through. Vicious Vicar just watching all of this unfold in front. Here comes Salute in the Williams up the inside of Forza Ferrari. He leaves in the space. Good racing from the pair of them. Here comes Ron Mexico on Ladno. Ladno stays in front. Ace Drift in the McLaren up the inside of Kevin Gamer. That was a good move. Beautiful stuff from the papaya. Ace Drift is up to P11. That is what we want to see. An action-packed start to this race. What about Alfie Edwards? On the back of Slow P Gamer. Vicar back in DRS, absolutely. 4 tenths is the gap, and Forza Ferrari doing a good job of holding everybody up behind him as well. That is the sort of teammate that he needed today. So down towards turn 12 we go. It is Alfie Edwards chasing down Slow P Gamer with Vicious Vicar behind him. Still 22 points he would score today. Jennifer Lee currently scoring 1. This is massive in terms of the championship. And just have a look at the championship. That's what it looks like at the moment. Is the time schedule? It is UK times, Mads, yes. DRS disabled. VSC deployed. Who crashed? I think it was the real Aston Army and the Ferrari that might have had a collision. Does he have damage? Let's have a look. He doesn't. So who's crashed? Was it Gertmeiser? Gertmeiser. He's lost his front wing. That is what the VSC was out for. Is anybody going to pit? Imagine. They could get off the mediums and onto the high. He is! No, he's not! Wow, wow, wow. He tricks them. So they all stay out. Is anybody going to pit? I mean, El Wizzy. El Wizzy is going to pit. And he's just going into the pit lane at the right time. He is going to benefit a little bit from this. He wants the VSC to stay out. There we go. It goes green. And we're going to go back racing. But I think that's a great decision from El Wizzy, especially if there's rain at the end of this race. So, Slow P Gamer and Alfie Edwards and Vicious Vicar got a torrid start to that safety car, to that VSC. Here comes Salute in the Williams. What about K9A9 in the Red Bull? Here he comes. Shining Swarm. Wow, the Red Bull of K9A9 is off the track to Pappy. In the sister car, K9A9 back up the inside of Shining Swarm. The Red Bull was through briefly, but not for long. Here comes Salute. Forza Ferrari doing everything to hold him up. I do like this from Forza Ferrari. Doing what he can for his teammate. Alfie Edwards, look at the battery. He's got a little bit more battery than Slow P Gamer in front. That was not a good exit though. Kevin Gamer on the back of Jennifer Lee. Jennifer Lee now up to P11. And DRS enabled. And Alfie Edwards will move in to the lead of the Grand Prix once again. Here comes Salute. And he is going to make the move. And now the chase is on for Vicious Vicar. But here comes Forza Ferrari to try and defend again. And he does get a better exit though. Does Salute in the Williams. And there's nothing he can do to stop that one. But he's going to come back. Here comes Forza Ferrari. This is brilliant. Slow P Gamer is back into the lead of the Grand Prix. Through on Alfie Edwards. But there's a battle between Salute and Forza Ferrari here. And that is Ladno trying to join in on the action. Nimblecat in the Alpine going around Doug. Oh, Doug makes a mistake. And that just nearly hurt Nimblecat. He doesn't have damage. He's got Ace Drift. He just got a podium in the sprint on his tail. There's a lot going on in this race at the moment. He's on hard. Oh, it's a win strategy, absolutely, from El Wizzy. Especially if the rain is really late on. Here comes Alfie Edwards. As we head down in towards turn 12, Forza Ferrari coming back at Salute. That's what you want as a teammate, but he goes deep. Salute goes through. And now the Red Bull as well of Ladno. Forza trying to hold on. But unfortunately, it was a little bit too much and Salute is through. But he is a second and a half behind Vicious Vicar. Forza has done a splendid job of holding him up. But there was one hold too far K9 with his first track limit penalty on lap 5. Here we go. Alfie Edwards back into the lead. Here comes Vicious Vicar now, though. And he goes deep. Oh, they've collided. Vicious Vicar is through. Alfie Edwards and Slow P Gamer have ruined it for themselves. Vicious Vicar fighting for the championship is through and back into the lead of the Grand Prix. Salute is into the pit lane. He gets Slow P Gamer, gets a 10-second and retires. He was in a good position. I'm not sure why he threw it all away for that. It's a VSC. DRS is disabled. Who has crashed to cause the VSC? Salute. Somebody's had a collision with Salute. It looks like Salute has crashed with somebody. And I'm not sure what's happened here. Look at this. What is going on here under this VSC? El Wizard, remember he pitted early. This is absolutely hindering him. I am really not sure what's gone on here. Salute does have damage, massive damage actually. So I wonder what's happened there. Come on! City 1-0, come on! Cherky. That's my guy. So VSC is still out. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, City. Cherky, Cherky. Varney. Oh, speeding under the virtual safety car. Is that Jennifer Lee? Jennifer Lee's got a 10-second time penalty. Somebody else got a drive-through time penalty. Here comes Nimblecat as he gets the move done on Doug. He's up to P6. Oh, he spun it. Jennifer Lee has spun it. Jennifer Lee. What is going on in this race? Miami is crazy. Speeding into the pit lane. Salute. He's out. So City is my team. Stockport County is my local club that I went watching when I was growing up. But I used to go City and County. Yeah, County's like my local team that I grew up going to with all my friends, and City's the club that I've supported as a child. Yeah, yeah. K9A9 is out as well. 7 laps down, and it is absolute carnage here. Here comes Doug on the back of Nimblecat. What about Ladno on the back of Forza Ferrari? Vicious Vicar is leading. Nimblecat has been overtaken by Doug. These two having a great little tussle between them. Shining Swarm on the back of El Wizard, who pitted early, remember. So what is... I'm trying to think of what's happened here. It's absolutely crazy. Oh my God. It's 1-1. The keeper's just booted it at an Arsenal player and put it in the goal. What is he doing? What is he actually doing? Vicious Vicar is in the pit lane. So is the Red Bull. So is Doug in the Aston Martin. And Kevin Gamer gets a 10-second. What are we doing? Speeding. Oh, he's retired. He's sped into the pit lane and retired. Why? That's the second race in a row that he's retired from a good position. I don't understand this. Why are drivers just pitting and retiring when they're still in a good position? So Alfie on the back of Ladno. Nimblecat now up to P4 with El Wizard behind it. Oh, Alfie. So there goes the Red Bull of Ladno through on Shining Swarm and up to P7. 16 drivers remain. 3 are out. Yeah, but you were in a good position, Kev. You're in a really good position. I don't get that. So Alfie on the back of Shining Swarm. The tickets are going to be horrendous in this after these races. After all of them, I mean. There was like 10 in Tier 3 already. But Miami's just that circuit, isn't it? So later on the brakes goes Alfie. And up to P8 as he gets the move on Shining Swan. Forza Ferrari is into the pits. So is Ace Drift. Vicious Vicar is now back up to P3. He's got El Wizzy on his tail. How has El Wizzy ended up there? Wow. Great job here from El Wizzy. Forza Ferrari just behind Alfie Edwards. Vicious Vicar does not want to get held up by Nimble as he goes deep. And that might have just opened up the door for El Wizzy. And he just about fends it off. Jennifer Lee setting the fastest lap of the race down in P15. Oh, and up the inside. What is the McLaren doing there? Oh, no. That was a real shame, that, from El Wizzy. It was just, I think he just missed his brake pedal and went right into the side of the Alpine. Nimblecat staying in P3. El Wizzy was on for a really good strategy there. Really good race. Oh, that's such a bad pass from Haaland to Doku there. So Nimblecat being overtaken by Ladno in the Red Bull. He's now into the podium places. It is really swapping around. Here comes Alfie Edwards on Forza Ferrari. Ron Mexico is your leader after 10 of the 29 laps. So I just want to see if Jennifer Lee has still got that time penalty. No, he served the 10 seconds in the pit lane. Very clever, actually. So Papi is now in the pits. What about Nimble on Forza Ferrari? And he's on them old medium tyres. He needs to be careful. 62% on that back right. And this is where Alfie Edwards will try and make the move. And he does. A great exit for him. Nimble needs to get into the pit lane soon. He's on the mediums. We've got rain at the end, so he's going to go onto the hards. He's got some real straight line speed, though, has the Alpine driver. Ace Drift lighting up the sectors now. Fastest sector 1. Vicious Vicar only 5.5 seconds behind Ron Mexico. When Nimble pits and comes out, he's going to come out around P12. But then he's going to have fresh tyres until the rain hits, if it does hit. So the race has been neutralised now. What about Ladno in the Red Bull as he now chases down Vicious Vicar? It's a real good race. Nimblecat is now into the pit lane, just as we thought. So through goes Ladno around the outside of Vicious Vicar. Just having a look at his tyres, we can't see actually because his telemetry is hidden. And Vicious Vicar going to try and stay with him. He's got a lot more battery, nearly a full battery has Vicious Vicar, and he's going to use it down this straight. So as we head down towards turn 17, is Vicious Vicar going to go for it? Not on this occasion, he's not. And Ladno going a little bit deep, but he gets a better exit than the Sauber. And that is Ron Mexico that is finally into the pits. So into the lead is Ladno Vicious Vicar in P2. What a race we are watching here, ladies and gentlemen. And that is Salute in P10 in that Williams on the back of Shining Swarm. He does have a penalty, 10 seconds of speeding into the pit lane. Ron Mexico is on his way out of the pit lane. He's going to come out in front of Shining Swarm and Salute here. Doug goes into the pit lane in that Aston Martin. Nimble down in P11. He's on them hards until the rain comes now. He's got a little bit of overtaking to do, but he's not too far off the back, really, of Ron Mexico. And when this grid sorts itself out, can you bring up the last lap times? Yeah, of course you can. So there are your last lap times. So Nimblecat, you can see. Oh, and there he goes to the right-hand side. That's some speed. And Nimblecat is through. Let's have a look at the top two. So you've got Vicious Vicar, and you can see the Red Bull is quicker. He was a second quicker on lap 11, and he was half a second quicker on lap 10 and half a second quicker on lap 9. But Vicious Vicar now with the DRS, he should be quicker on this lap into the slipstream of the Red Bull. Yeah, and as you can see, he's 2 tenths quicker than the Red Bull on this lap. That would have been helped by the DRS. And Forza Ferrari is starting to catch up to the front too now. Is he going to play a part and help his teammate? I would suspect so. Do I race in other leagues myself? I don't, mate. I race in F7 at 10 AM in Tier 3, and that is literally it. I'm going to be honest with you. I would probably prefer to commentate than race. And I don't really get any practice in. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't really get to practice. You know, when I'm at work, I do 11-hour shifts, and then when I'm not working, I'm doing league stuff. And if I'm sat there, in my head, I'm thinking, I've got time to do some league stuff, or do stand-ins, or do the outcomes, or do promos, or do pictures, or, you know, edit something, or do the billboards. There's always something to be doing rather than practicing for the race, so that's why I just never end up practicing. So yeah, I'm not very good, basically. Vicious Vicar, 6 tenths behind Ladno in the lead. Honda VTEC picking up a time penalty. Salute in P9, catching Shining Swarm. Exactly, I used to train Jarno. Yeah. So Salute only 7 tenths behind, but he has got a 10-second time penalty to contend with, which he will have to take when he pits for intermediate tyres. Oh, and Salute holding on to the race. Forza Ferrari's left the session. No, he was just about to catch up to his teammate and help him. So Vicious Vicar only a second behind. This means Alfie Edwards is going to start to catch Forza Ferrari. He needs to stay within that DRS range. We can't see the tyre wear of the driver in front. But we know how many laps has he done. Oh, they've both done 7. Wow, this is actually for position. Jesus. So, Ladno is actually leading this race. On the same strategy and everything. This is a great race for the Red Bull. We are over halfway there. We know the rain is going to come at the end. Hopefully Forza Ferrari can get back in before he loses too much time. So 1.4 is the gap to the leader. You can see him in the distance. They are starting to catch up to a back marker, that is. Honda VTEC, that is down in P16. Remember, 15 gets you a point. And that is Real Aston Army on Jennifer Lee, fighting for P14. Real Aston Army goes through. And that is a race symbol of Gertmeiser in front, who got P6 in the sprint race. He will be absolutely buzzing with that. And now he's on for some more points now. Ron Mexico in the Aston Martin, only 7 tenths behind Ace Drift. The 2 McLarens in really strong positions, but so are the 2 Saubers for the constructors. But Forza Ferrari is still not back in the lobby, and all that hard work is being undone very rapidly. So Gertmeiser on the Real Aston Army. The yellow flag is waving. Why is that? Gertmeiser has left the session. Has it pitted his car as well? You are kidding. Yeah. Papi on the way out of the pits. And then you've got Alfie Edwards on Forza Ferrari on that AI car. He has now caught up. And they are 10 seconds off the front 2. Here comes Alfie Edwards on the AI car of Forza Ferrari. Now Wizzy is there as well. Send me an invite, yes. Gertmeiser is back in. Forza's back in. And Alfie Edwards is through on Forza, and El Wizzy will be eyeing him up next. Gertmeiser on the back of Jennifer Lee. Nimblecat in P9. Anything can happen in this race yet, you know. Salute with that 10 seconds. He would actually, if it finished like it is now, Salute would actually not lose a position. He would stay in P10. Wait, what just happened? Forza is back out, but I seen something just before it left. What did it say? And that is Ron Mexico. Oh, that is El Wizzy from Forza. And now look at this, Ron Mexico. He doesn't want to get held up behind this AI car of the Sauber. And he can see how Wizzy. He does not want to give him an opportunity to get away. Forza Ferrari needs to get back in his car. Out of turn 16. And Honda VTEC is out. DRS disabled. VSC. VSC just when some of these drivers needed it. Is this going to be the drivers pitting? It is. The drivers are into the pit lane. Safety car. It is a safety car on lap 17. 12 laps remaining. The safety car is out. Not even showing online now. There we are, Forza's back in. So the safety car is out. Alfie Edwards is now the race... Ladno is still the race leader. El Wizzy is in P2. Ron Mexico is in P3. Then comes Forza Ferrari, Ace Drift and Vicious Vicar. It has really turned this race on its head. It really has. And if the rain came now... Oh my God. It's raining. It's raining. And there's drivers that have just pitted for the softs. My goodness me. Did anybody gamble? Yes! Alfie Edwards gambled. He went for the intermediates. Alfie Edwards is going to be so far clear when this safety car goes in. Alfie Edwards might have just pulled off the strategy of the day. Salute, and Jennifer Lee have also pitted for intermediates. And if the drivers, especially Vicious Vicar, if he wants to stay in front of his championship rival of Jennifer Lee, he needs to get back in and get on them intermediates and put himself on the same strategy as Jennifer Lee here. I think we'll see everybody go into the pit lane, but all this means is that El Wizzy, Ladno, Ron Mexico, Forza Ferrari and Ace Drift have all jumped Vicious Vicar now because he pitted under the VSC and then it started raining. Yeah, there we go. Ladno and Ron Mexico and Ace Drift have stayed out. Wow, that is ballsy. That is really ballsy. So where does this bring everybody out? This is amazing. El Wizzy is now on the intermediate. So is Forza. Nimble. Oh, Nimble's come out in front of Vicious Vicar because Vicious Vicar had to double stack behind Forza Ferrari. Wow, this. Vicious Vicar. This is not going the way he wants it to go. He needs to do something. Jennifer Lee is back in the pit lane. Why is Jennifer Lee back in the pits? So the front three, this might have actually just saved some of these drivers with Ladno, Ron Mexico and Ace Drift deciding not to go back into the pits for intermediates. This might have just saved Alfie Edwards and El Wizzy here. So the leaders of the intermediates, as you can see, is the Haas driver of Alfie Edwards, then El Wizzy, then Forza Ferrari, Nimble Cat, Vicious Vicar, Shining Swarm is there. So the rain is falling, but the track is not super wet yet. If the safety car stays out for another lap, this is great for the intermediate runners. It is staying out for another lap. This is great news for the intermediate runners. It really is, because it gives the chance for the track to get even wetter. It is not great news for Vicious Vicar because this is giving an opportunity to Jennifer Lee to catch up his championship rival. That's what it looks like at the moment. That's his ERS wizard, but he doesn't share his telemetry, so he won't let us see it. That's why it's just got his name as player, because he doesn't share any of his information. So, Ladno leading, Ron Mexico in P2, Ace Drift in P3, but they're all on the hard compound tyres. As you can see what the championship looks like. This is what the Constructors' Championship looks like. So the Kick Saubers, this is good for them. God, this has been very, very long. I cannot wait to get out of this room for the 1 hour that I might get after tier 4. I've been sat in this bedroom from 9 AM this morning and I have not moved. I put a break in realistic because we've got no breaks till the end of the season in realistic. And there's different breaks because of bank holidays sometimes on a Sunday and things like that. So it's just a break week for realistic. But then we've got 7 races back to back in realistic till the end of the season. So here we go. This is it. We're going to get ourselves underway. And it is Ladno that will get us underway from the safety car on lap 20. It is Ron Mexico that chases him down. Ace Drift as well. They are on the hard compound tyres. Is it intermediates just yet? I think it is still the mix. Salute is out. Salute has left. And the McLaren makes a mistake and Forza Ferrari is through. And now it's starting to get wet. Oh, the McLaren's into the wall. The McLaren of Ace Drift on the hard compound tyres is struggling. Nimblecat is through. Here comes Vicious Vicar. And look at it, the rain is bouncing off this circuit. And what is the McLaren doing here? And the Mercedes just gone into the back of him. Oh, and he's just tentative. He's really just trying to trot along in the rain. Ace Drift struggling. Should he have pitted for the intermediates? Here we go. Ron Mexico and Alfie and Forza Ferrari are going to go 3 wide down in towards turn 11 and then around turn 12. He's on the hard compound tyres. Here comes the intermediates of Forza Ferrari. Ron Mexico has been overtaken. El Wizzy is here for the action. Ladno is out in the lead by 3 seconds, but he will be struggling on them hard compounds. Then comes Nimble. Then comes Vicious Vicar. What a race! Forza Ferrari chasing down Alfie, but they are now clear, and it is definitely intermediate weather conditions. Nimblecat and El Wizzy chasing down Ron Mexico. And look at him, he is slipping and sliding, he is really struggling. And he's going to stay out, he's going to hope for a safety car now. He is going to continue to stay out on them hard compounds and it's going to be really tough. Jennifer Lee picking up point after point at the back and he needs to as well. Here comes El Wizzy on Ron Mexico. Forza Ferrari and Alfie Edwards are tracking down Ladno, but Ladno's doing a great job at keeping the distance. The rain has came. And to be a pain. So here comes Forza in the Sauber on Alfie Edwards and Forza Ferrari. The Scotsman comes through and into P2. Ron Mexico is being overtaken as well by El Wizzy. Next in line is Nimblecat. It is definitely intermediates, but it's not too far off. Real Aston Army picking up a 3-second time penalty. What about Doug on the back of Real Aston Army? He will pick up a position anyway because of that time penalty. This is brilliant. Here comes Nimble. He already got a P4 in the sprint race. And he looks set to get another great result in the feature race. It is Ladno in the Red Bull that leads. He is keeping that 3-second gap. Deep goes Ron Mexico. And through goes Nimblecat. Now here comes Vicious Vicar. He does not want to get held up by this Aston Martin. The Alpine is up to P5. Here comes Vicious Vicar, the championship leader. Later on the brakes than the Aston Martin. And through go the 2 old dogs. Nimblecat and Vicar are through. Showing the youngsters how it's done. Nimblecat and Vicious Vicar in P5 and P6. Here comes Real Aston Army in the Ferrari on the back of Doug. He's been overtaken. Jennifer Lee is now up to P11. Doing a great job. Ladno is struggling now. He is trying to hold on, but it's only a matter of time as Forza Ferrari tracks him down with every single lap. He gets closer and closer. 6 laps remaining here in Miami. What about Vicious Vicar on Nimblecat? Here we go. Into turn 14 and 15. We know Vicious Vicar has got the pace. He qualified on pole position. He's got Shining Swarm as a safety net behind, who has also got the move done on Ron Mexico. So it's all intermediate runners apart from Ladno in front. I don't know what he's waiting for. Is he going to try and get to the end on the dry tyres? That would be some drive if he was able to do that. Nimblecat and Vicious Vicar. Ron Mexico is finally in. Forza Ferrari is closer. So let's have a look. I am wondering if Forza's going to give up any position here to his teammate. But Forza Ferrari is a tier 4 driver in his own right, so he wants to score points for himself as well. So it is a real tricky position for Forza to be in here. So 8 attempts from Ladno to Forza Ferrari. You can see the Red Bull really struggling now. The rain is still very light though. Here we go. He's getting ever so closer. Is he going to go for it on the inside? He does. Ladno was holding on for as long as possible. But Forza Ferrari is through and I'm not sure he's going to give up a win. He's not that kind. So, Forza Ferrari with 5 laps remaining is now your race leader. You've got El Wizzy chasing down as well, Alfie Edwards. The Red Bull of Ladno has done a cracking job considering the conditions. He really has. Here comes Doug on Shining Swarm. Jennifer Lee is now into the top 10, which is massive for the drivers' standings. It really is. So Ron Mexico on the back of Ace Drift. 5 DNFs, 14 drivers remaining. Vicious Vicar has actually lost a little bit of time. Oh, and Alfie Edwards makes a mistake. So does Ladno in front. And that is Doug that is through on Shining Swarm. Makes the move count. And Doug is up to P7. But Vicious Vicar has lost a little bit of time to Nimble in front. That is huge. Here comes the Red Bull and the Haas. The Red Bull does have a bit more speed. Here comes El Wizzy to the left-hand side that gets the overtake on Alfie Edwards, who goes later on the brakes. Crashes into the back of the McLaren. The McLaren is through on Ladno and up to P2. Here comes Alfie Edwards. No, the Red Bull has lost the rears in the rain and crashed into the Haas driver. He's got an illegal overtake. He has to slow down and give it him back. And now Nimble is into the picture. He had to slow down and give the position back. And Alfie Edwards and the Red Bull of Ladno are still going at it. And Nimblecat is just there waiting for an opportunity, and that opportunity has come. Nimble is up to P4 and now he's chasing down the Haas driver of Alfie Edwards for a podium. Vicious Vicar is also through. Ladno did well to hold on for as long as he did. So, Vicious Vicar trying to get as many points as he possibly can. Potentially, Adam, potentially. Just having a look, we can't. There. Oh, he's got damage. The Haas driver has front wing damage. That is huge. And his back right is on 56%. Nimblecat's got fresher tyres and no wing damage. A potential podium is on. Here he comes. Nimblecat on the inside of turn 17. The Haas driver goes later on the brakes. Nimble is there. They do nearly touch, but it's great racing from the pair of them. Nimblecat has got a little bit more grip. He's got better tyres and he's got no damage. Can he get through? He needs to do it soon. Otherwise, Vicious Vicar is going to be back into the picture. So the Haas driver holding on. And Vicious Vicar is getting closer and closer. Nimblecat he can turn the car a lot better. 3 laps to go. It is Forza Ferrari that leads to El Wizzy in P2. To Alfie Edwards in P3 for a podium. He's already had a podium this season, has Nimblecat. Can he get another P3 to add to his name? Being held up by the Haas has now given Vicious Vicar an opportunity to catch back up. And Vicious Vicar, wow, he has got so much battery. So Forza, El Wizzy, Alfie Edwards, Nimblecat, Vicious Vicar, Doug, Shining Swarm, Jennifer Lee is up to P8. This is awful news for Vicious Vicar. It's still a gain of some points though, it really is. It is massive in the grand scheme of things going into the final 6 races. Oh, and Nimblecat slipping and sliding through turn 16. So, Forza Ferrari. To the line we go. He is sliding about everywhere, isn't he, Forza? 2 laps to go for Alfie Edwards to hold on with that wing damage. But the more that this race progresses, the harder it's going to be for Alfie Edwards, especially with his tyres on 65% and with wing damage. It's going to be a real struggle to hold off these 2 attacking cars from behind. How Jennifer Lee has ended up in P8, wow. Well, he is the championship leader. He's going to be a lot quicker, but it's still a great recovery drive. And Nimblecat now 1.2 behind Alfie. Maybe he's pushing too much. So here we go, 1.3 is the gap. And you've got to give it to Alfie Edwards here. He is doing a really good job. But how long can he keep doing laps like this? Well, he only needs to do it one more time. So there's only Real Ashton Army and Tapapi with penalties. So you've got 3 seconds for Real Ashton Army. You've got 3 seconds for Tapapi. And then you've got 3 for Gertmeiser. That is it. Here we go. It is Haas to Alpine to Vicious Vicar. And we are on to the final lap of this race. Vicious Vicar needs the extra points for this championship battle. And Nimblecat needs to get a move on to get his podium, a second one of the season. Ron Mexico and Gertmeiser. Sorry, Tapapi. And who's going to go later on the brakes? It is Tapapi, the man from Canada versus the man from USA. And oh, and a little tap there from Tapapi, but he is into P11. Vicious Vicar is now ever so closer to Nimblecat. And it looks like they might be a little too late here as they slide around. The gap is 9/10. This needs to be it. Forza Ferrari is leading as he goes in towards turn 12. Then comes El Wizzy. Then comes Alfie Edwards. What a drive. And it looks like Alfie Edwards, even with wing damage, is going to hold on here. Vicious Vicar is going to absolutely empty that tank down towards the final couple of corners. Over turn 14 and 15. Nimble is quite close here to Alfie Edwards. Out of the final chicane. This is where he needs to empty the battery tank. He's not going to have any DRS. But here he goes. The battery is being emptied into the slipstream. Here comes Nimble. On the Haas driver, moves to the left, and he is into the podium places. Forza Ferrari wins here in Miami. El Wizzy will take P2. Here comes Alfie Edwards and Nimble Cat. Who gets the better exit? It is Nimble versus Alfie. They do get close, but it's Alfie that holds on for the podium in P3. I don't know how Alfie held on to that, because when we were on board with Nimble, Nimble was well in front. Wow. Vicious Vicar takes P5. And it is P6 for Doug, P7 for Shining Swarm, P8 for Jennifer Lee, Run Mexico in P9. What a race. There you have it. On the top step is Forza Ferrari. And El Wizzy in P2. And Alfie Edwards in P3. What a result, what a drive. So let's have a look at the final standings. So it is Forza Ferrari that wins. Let me just put these in. El Wizzy in P2, Alfie Edwards P3, Nimble Cat and Vicious Vicar, Doug, Shining Swarm, Jennifer Lee, Ron Mexico, Ace Drift, Real Aston Army, Gert Miser, then Tapapit. Then you've got Ladno, Salute, Honda VTEC, Kevin Gamer, K9A9 and Manzifa. I'm going to give Shining Swarm driver of the day because he's come from P16 to P7, one of his best results of the season. I could have given it to Doug, who drove a phenomenal race, and Nimble went from P11 to P4. So right, that is it, guys. I'm going to shoot off because this is my only break now. I've got about an hour of a break before Tier 1 comms. And I have not left the bedroom since 9 AM this morning. So thank you all so much for tuning in and watching, everybody. Thank you for supporting us. Appreciate all the support and the love and everything. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the races as much as I have. Well done to all of the drivers. And I will see you in Tier 1 in about an hour and 30 minutes time.